So I did take off the shield and cleaned up the connectors with the Q-tip if anything leaks through the editing. So hopefully, yeah, put 4 mounting screws on, and that should be pretty much. Now I could probably put it back together. Everything is tightened and everything like that. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit more around the radiator, or with all the rubbing alcohol and stuff. Um, at interesting times. DIY. So I'm going to be taking apart. It powers on. It's a Windows 10. And this is a top of the line Toshiba IdeaPad 110 with 1 terabyte, 20 volts, 2.25 amps. Got the adapter right here, and need to amps. So this is the right adapter for it, even though. So I'm gonna do a little bit of bonus footage. The smell, I don't know, maybe. Oh well, I might even paint, but I'm gonna lay pretty much some tape towards the middle so that it gives. And now I'm gonna wrap it up. I definitely could have went up on the edge, secured. Well, this piece I angled it so it's taping up on this side. Then it wraps around, tapes there, tapes diagonally, and then tapes a little bit of this side. Want to make sure somehow that I've got that, I'm going to actually look for my little stash of small screws. Fitting, but I don't think I can find it conveniently. For my little screw, most of the screws I should be able to pull out. Maybe just right there. So I was also thinking of maybe this plastic tray to hold screws, but the work tray, and then I got the smartphone. I just wanted to kind of get to a certain point to see how far. Then if I get stuck, I kind of look online and basically out, and I could use that wet wipe. So kind of put this hard drive in the pizza box. When I assemble this and maybe get stuck, I won't use the metal and these plastic ones. I also have these. I need ideas for pry tools and stuff. A butter knife, or even a 5-in-1 scraper. This is a really heavy duty one. So I missed a spot, but just trying to tape this up just to protect it a little bit from the metal. So I whole edge tool box or bag. I actually have edge. I'm probably gonna add a little tape there. I like everything taped up and secured. So I'm gonna put these right there for now. I could definitely have a better tool box or bag. I actually have a small bag right here that's in front of the suitcase and stuff. I might have to consider getting a long cardboard box or something and start using that in this space. This apart into getting into small cracks, but after that I think I've got to use a pry tool and press underneath behind that. So this is how I'm trying to pry it. You kind of see the keyboard bending a little bit. I actually used the stronger pry tool initially and then got the other smaller one in there. So basically, I opened up a tab. We'll try to work back towards this corner, but this is starting to come out, is bulging. And also after bulging, I could actually use my fingertips, but I just want to try to figure. So I basically used my fingertip and one hand, used both hands and the pry tool, and pretty much pried up mainly the top, and there were a couple tabs towards the side. It opens and closes down and things, but you can actually go underneath and flip that up. So yeah. So to get this green tab up, you actually could go underneath and it flips up. And then the small screw is right there to remove, I think, the rest of the back plate. But as I take off stuff, I'm cleaning it up. And I'm just basically trying to just clean off and see how far I can get. I actually want to go the other way. Maybe there is something missing. And the last time I got stuck, it was the exact same thing. So I need to find a way to pry this open. So there's a piece of thin bezel, kind of like right there, so I could get most of this. So I started on this side and just kind of pried this open. During the tutorial or the videos, they would actually pull this keyboard out first or something, etc. Maybe the back cover comes off first. So I kind of close the case back down. And, when prying, and also another important at this stage is getting these other small flex ribbons, checking kind of the fan, things like that. It's kind of, that I would say they're really short, but they usually just slide into the connector most of the. And I'm just basically trying to just clean off and see how far I can get. I actually want to get to the hard drive, disconnect it, then connect it, and maybe the battery. There for, there's a battery with a flashlight, and there's like a tough cable. So these components are a whole lot different, but than my other laptop. So yeah, I was able to kind of open it, but now I've got to deal with where these wires and which side the screen and things like that. It connected. The battery. This connector. So it's like that thing organizing the small screws. So yeah, this it's either this connector. And, I don't have a spare battery for this, so I didn't really have to remove those two screws to clean this up. But I'm going to put back those two little small screws for the battery. It's supposed to actually, I've got to find a heat wrap and all types of stuff. We'll just go on the other side and try to pry it on this side. Actually have to work on it because you don't want to reach your hand underneath there, and you gotta actually just hold a finger on this side so that the board, it doesn't bend the board too much, and it actually just slides right And then you got to figure out, the left or the right side. You kind of see it a little bit here and there. So have like a small waste basket or something, shiny plastic or whatnot. It's really lightweight. Use a toothbrush with rubbing alcohol. So I kind of put this on top of here, so it's out of the way, I guess. Hopefully, not too many problems. But yeah, eventually I'm going to use these outwards, and then the RAM pops up. So I'm going to try to just kind of take a look at this and using the spray alcohol or something on a toothbrush and Q-tips. And I can even wet the wet wipe. So I sprayed everything with rubbing alcohol, and then now I can just rub off a few things and put it back in. So basically, it actually had to go at an angle, but I put back the RAM stick like accidentally. And then I was able to press it down gently, and it should clip in and stuff. So I'm gonna probably I'm hoping so, kind of clean up. So I'm gonna save that. So I'm going to just you know reuse a screwdriver and things like that, kind of be fine. The only problem is if something's not connected right, then if you connect it, it could save the repair or whatnot. But there's no point in taking off everything just to clean it and stuff like that. But just for this, just basic stuff that isn't too cleaning up a few and looking at it, possible. Found a little problem. This screw was just really loose right here, and that's like, dealing with the connector tight. So, yeah, got a little tamper-proof sticker on it, and basically, yeah, it's not on the connector. Is installed. So technically, I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit. Well, I'm actually going to put it inside this toolbox. The pizza box is a little bit too dirty, and just wet that. So I'm finally using this little tray, even adding a little overspray onto the board, but spraying the screws with alcohol. So I did take off the shield and cleaned up the connectors with the Q-tip. If anything leaks through the editing. So hopefully, yeah, do everything. But even like this rubber glove actually helps clean up sometimes. So just kind of wiping down a few things with the rubber glove. And this wire, use the toothbrush again. Okay, so just brush as much as I could on the inside, then the outside. I wanted to turn it. Then I need to open up the screen or display opened. And then now I'm just going to readjust this back panel, everything. It does need a little bit of cleaning. So yeah, pretty much just wherever the edges and things with the brush could get to. It's like that. I should be able to try to fix this. Actually, I wish I had a stronger headlight. I need to change the batteries. You don't really even hear anything or click, but I don't recognize